All right. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I got something that I wanted to talk to you about because I think it's confusing for a lot of people, and I want to try and simplify it so that you can understand better the difference between your marketing, your advertising, and the sales process that you take people through, because they get lumped in together a lot. We talk about marketing and advertising, we talk about sales and marketing, but a lot of people don't really have any clue what those things are. So I want to try and simplify it for you so you understand what the different stages are, because at each stage you're going to do something a little bit different. And the idea is to bring people into alignment with you before we move them into the sales process. So let's start with marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is communication designed to facilitate decision. So the idea of putting our marketing together is all about helping people understand what it is that we do, who we are, why it's important that they listen to us, so that it will help them make a decision. That decision, of course, is to enter into our sales process. But it doesn't involve any selling at the marketing stage. And this is where a lot of people screw this up, as they spend time in their marketing trying to sell product. And it's the wrong phase of the process to do that. We're in the warm-up phase in there. We're helping them make decisions. We're providing them information. We're sharing with them about us and about what we do and about why we do it, and all of those things. There's very little there's nothing, in fact, to do with selling your product. Now, what about advertising? What's advertising? Well, advertising is a process by which we make people aware of our marketing. So the advertising is when we've taken all this information, we've taken this knowledge, we've taken who we are and what we're about, and we've kind of packaged that up in a way that's going to help people, draw people closer to us and help them make a decision. And then when we advertise, that's a process of taking that marketing out and showing it to the right people. And this involves, if you're doing Facebook in 2020, not 2019, 2020, this involves a lot of custom audience building and paying attention to what people are watching and how much they're watching it, and then redirecting them more advertising and more marketing material based on that. So marketing is communication designed to facilitate decision, and advertising is the process by which we make people aware of our marketing. Now, what is selling? Okay. Selling is the process of moving someone from interest to purchase. So this is another big problem. So if you are a coach or a consultant and you are spending, one of the biggest problems that coaches and consultants in this day and age have is, number one, most of them suck. But the ones who are good still have a really hard time getting people onto a strategy call, or they're doing their cold calling, or out there knocking on doors, and they're just having things slammed in their face. People book appointments, they don't show up, they don't have any money, they had to talk to somebody else, they're not ready to buy right now, and it's a overwhelmingly confusing, frustrating process, which can be alleviated reasonably easily by simply having some sort of communication ahead of the sales process. See, if you're trying to sell a product and you haven't done the marketing and the advertising well, then when somebody comes to you, they don't know anything about you. They know little to nothing about your product, and you're now having to overcome a massive hurdle of getting them to know, like, and trust you before they'll ever buy from you. And the biggest problem that I see entrepreneurs, business people, coaches, consultants, salespeople make is that they are too focused on the sale and not enough on the marketing, because the marketing is where the money is really made. And the better you understand how to communicate, the better you understand how to influence and persuade, the better job you're going to do when you market your stuff, and the more sales you're going to make. So bottom line is, when it comes to selling, the sales process is the last phase of, in the echelon of work that we have to do. The selling is the last part. And if you've done the other two things correctly, it's actually the easiest part, because the only people who are coming to you are people who are already predisposed to want what you have, who already know, like, and trust you, and who already are hoping that they're going to be able to work with you. So At that point, it doesn't become a question of whether or not they want what you have, or whether they need it, or whether they like you or trust you enough to give you their time and money. The only real question that they should have is, can I afford it, and will he work with me? And so understanding these phases, you should have a process by which you're going through and you're looking at, here's my marketing, here's what I want people to know about me or think about me and my product and what I do. Here's my positioning in my market. And then in your advertising, you should have a list of people on Facebook that you've been developing, or on Google and YouTube, people who are watching your videos, like the one I'm doing right here. And in the end, the only people that you really are selling are the people who already want what you got, which makes it super easy. So anyway, I hope that helps, the difference between marketing, advertising, and selling. I hope that provides you some clarity. And like and share if you like this thing. Lots of people could use it, I'm sure. And we'll talk to you soon.